Today's Albion video is all about why the Shadowcaller is awesome, and yes, my text is a little off-center, and I accidentally locked it on my screen, so I can't move it. There we go. So, everyone knows that the Shadowcaller set, a lot of people are like, oh, what am I going to do? They nerfed solo statics. I can't solo statics anymore. Well, guess what? You can still do everything else with this set, and right now, these servers have just come back online, literally a minute ago, so almost no one is online. There's actually one person out here, I think, doing this right now, because I saw them cap a node. But what we're going to do is we're going to use our set, first and foremost here, and we're going to solo some faction outposts before anyone else is online. And whenever you do faction content, before there's a large pool of people to share points with, what happens is you get all the points for the faction defense, and which these guys, right now, that's what they're doing. You can see, like, this guy's got a lot of points. He's got the highest rank, right? So everyone's out here. And since they're already doing it, I don't need to solo it. I just need to tickle them once and then move on. So I can go to each zone and just capture one outpost. And in the next 30 minutes to 1 hour, I'm going to get tens of 20, 30, 40,000 faction points. And that is without premium, by the way. But there's a lot more that we can do with this set. And that is... oh, I'm still in combat. I have to wait for them to beat the boss before I can go to the next zone. That's new. There are these group dungeon outposts that we can also do, but before I do that, I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to solo an outpost. Now, this content used to be members only, and the reason it was members only was because I was afraid SBI would fix it, and so I didn't really want them buffing Limhurst any more than they already are, because Limhurst is already one of the toughest faction bosses to fight, especially solo, but it's still more than doable. So let me show you how to do this, and it's pretty simple. It's just a very peculiar, specific pull. Now, real quick, the build is Cultist Cal for that solo target damage. I've got Stalker Jacket, Cultist Sandals, Shadowcaller, Crypt Candle, and Thetford Cape, all 8.4, of course. We eat the roast pork food. We're going to mount up on a bear, and we're going to enter from the left side of the outpost here. On the left side, there we go. So just enter right through that left, and then go immediately down to the exit. So what'll happen is the Limhurst Captain's going to summon the boar, but I'm already over here, so the boar can't aggro me. Now I'm going to drag all of the enemy champions and whatnot right over here. There's that faction defense, 2,400. I'm going to dismount, go ahead and get them all nice and piled up like so. And then I'm just going to debuff them, use the self-heal, and just hit all my spells while dodging this enemy. Now he's doing this tornado that knocks you around, so I'm going to anchor myself against this wall so that he can't knock me away. Now, if I go into the arena right now, the boar is waiting. Also, it looks like there's an enemy Limhurst player that's nearby, dismounting, but he's just a flat 4 gatherer, so I'm not very scared of that. That's not a real strong enemy for me to deal with. Now, I am taking damage, of course, but this guy, he's going to be smart, maybe. Maybe he's not smart, and he wants to fight. Yeah, it looks like he wants to fight, so we're just going to I'm just going to have to kill him real quick. Yeah, he's gonna fight me, so, excuse me, but you're in flat 4. Now, you do have tier 8 gathering gear. So, we got, the cavalry has arrived, it looks like. And yes, I'm taking some damage here. I'm just gonna chug a potion just in case. And this guy tried to kill me straight up, and he might have. He might have gotten me if the cavalry hasn't arrived. But, assuming you don't get ganked, that's how you solo the outpost boss. Members only. No, I don't want to join your party. And the health did reset because I did get knocked out of the aggro range, but I have that that pull very specific, the way it is. But yeah, you know, he's flat 4, flat 8 gather, whatever. Pretty easy fight, unless he did a little weapon swapperoni. I don't think he did. But yeah, doing that very early on is one thing that we can do to get lots of faction points. And that's why these guys are doing it. Like, the server literally just went up. You just open your map, you click the faction warfare, you look for any zones at all. So I've captured one here. Now, I can't capture these because they're not connected. Well, Gold Shimmer is, yeah, it's not connected. This one's just completely neutral. What the hell? It's, like, not even colored at all. Weird. Never seen that. Okay, so Parched Throat, I can go down there and capture one. And that's a tier 6 zone, so I'm going to go do that now. Now, another thing our set is good for is dealing with the solo camps here, because we deal so much damage with our set. We can kill a solo camp insanely fast, and if there's anyone here, we can usually just lifesteal, sustain, kill, whatever. But also, you know, it does do the solo boss layers, so that's nice. And anytime these spawn, you just kill them very, very quickly. If you want to be lazy, this is a very lazy fame per hour farm method, because you can just camp this node and just spam abilities and you're in the yellow zone, so you're safe, mostly. I mean, if someone, you know, obviously, like, right now I'm faction flagged, so I can't fight this guy, but if he was here, you know, and we weren't faction flagged, we'd fight each other, and since I'm in 8.4, there's nothing he can do to stop me, so I would just own this area, and if I wanted him to go away, I could unfaction flag and just beat him up. But, I'm not gonna do that. But these mobs spawn really, really fast in these little solo outposts. Obviously, we do the group ones, too, for the rewards, which we can do. You have to be a little bit more careful, though, on those. But, yeah, so I'm just gonna sit here and complete this real quick. And although the rewards kind of suck, it's better than nothing. But, the fame itself, like the last enemy that I killed, and my combat log is probably gonna have scrolled past it, but Dark Paladin Enchanted, you know, that's, let's see, 15,000 fame for one mob, so it's okay. It's not like a, you can mass pull them if they're available, but because there was a guy there doing it, there wasn't a bunch of mobs. But normally you just run up into a solo camp, you pull like 6, 7, 8 enemies, you blow them all up instantly with your set, and that's a good chunk of fame right there. And then as you do the solo camps, you get the boss layer maps, and the boss layers are not, they're trivial. Everything just melts instantly to you, and the fame isn't that great in here, but sometimes the loot can be okay. It's basically better loot than a solo dungeon right now. And I don't know how much better, because I would have to run thousands of tests and spreadsheet them all, which I'm just not doing. This game isn't popular enough anymore for me to do that. I'm sorry, guys, but I have to play other games and learn them instead. But you can see with our set, like this boss, 5.8k HP, whoop-de-frickin-do, right? You just cast all your spells on him, and then he's just instantly dead before he could, okay, well, yeah, before he could brand us. There we go. Finish 15 boss layers, oh boy. And we got 19k out of that. It only took like a minute, so it's not the worst, it's not the best, but it is free loot. And look, we cleared it so fast, the boss layer hadn't even closed yet. And they take 90 seconds to close. So yeah, that's how fast we can smoke those things. Also, you might just randomly come across, like this is not an encampment at all, but this is a boss lair. So we can just, again, clear this with our set. It's instantaneous. You see how fast the mobs die. There we go, we got a boss lair unlocked. It'll be there for us later when we want to run by it. And again, we can mass pull all the enemies here, no problem. And yeah, there is a guy approaching, but he's bridge watch, so we're fine, we're completely safe. But you can see with our set, like, look at all the fame that's about to show up here, right? Also, there's another guy nearby, but he's also bridge watch, so that's fine. And again, you just puddle everything, and then you, once they have a puddle, you beam them. And don't worry about the nerfs. It's totally fine. And you can see, look at that, 15k, and it's just going to keep pouring in. But also, region capture, there we go, because we captured those outposts and the other maps. And anytime you see like a glowing mob here, you can just put a puddle under them. After a second, you can beam them, and they just instantly melt. There you go. So, again, the fame is decent when you're out here roaming around and doing the little objectives, and you just go to each tier 6 map, blow up each objective, and then that's your day. You can go PvP afterwards if you want, or whatever it is you want to do. Here's another boss layer, 69k loot, and this is without premium. With premium, I would be getting a lot more, but it is what it is. And if you're wondering how many faction points I've earned so far in just a couple zones, it's around 17,000. So yeah, that's why you get on as soon as the server starts. You solo some outposts, which I haven't soloed any outposts in this area yet because more people are starting to log in, and I just want to hurry up and finish this video because I don't really need the faction points or anything. But it looks like the Bridgewatch dudes, they kind of push this way instead of downwards. I hate that they just kind of like do a straight line towards Limhurst and then they leave, right? Instead of, I don't know, doing all the surrounding zones. It's so stupid and frustrating how they do it, but no one speaks English anymore on the West server, so it's not like I can coordinate with them, and I'm muted anyway, so I'd have to join their Discord, and that's just full of drama and e-girls and all other sorts of people that just don't enjoy my presence, so there's really no point. Again, another common chest here, just 3 tomes, whoop-de-doo. Also, someone coming by that isn't faction flagged. That is a interesting little build they got, but I hate that if they're nearby, you have to wait 5 seconds for your cooldowns. So that will cut into your farming speed, but yeah, obviously, you know, I just cut them down, and Again, this area is good fame farming if you pull the entire camp and blow it up all at once. Because after the recent patch, they changed it so that the camps give full fame now, and that's really nice. But what sucks is they give less silver still. They didn't adjust the silver drop, so it is what it is. Oh, and if you encounter a boss mob, we can just nuke it down instantly because we're in an 8-4 set. So again, your Shadowcaller set is not useless. You just kill bosses in like one combo, and then you're right into the sunset. It's really that simple. 45,000 fame from that one mob. It's super easy, no risk. Also, now, I didn't do this, but if you bring your gathering gear, this little camp down here was tier 6 metal, and it was a bunch of it. So half of it got mined earlier, but those things, they repop. So you can just sit there. If you want to AFK and camp a tier 6 node area, you can sit there, and every time it pops back up, you get you some tier 6 metal while you do house chores, while you work on whatever it is you're working on, you know. It's, I mean, you pull your phone, you can log out there, log in later, mine it, log back out, you know, when you're on your phone, I guess, or whatever. The possibilities are endless, but that has nothing to do with the video's topic of using your Shadowcaller set, so. Now, this is only a tier 5 camp. It's still quite dangerous, but the way I like to do it, because it's safer to just run into the middle of the camp where the chest is with your bear. We're going to de-aggro everything and then fight around the chest. So we're just going to, and it doesn't look like there's a lot of glowing or upgraded mobs here. And since these are only tier 5, like, why isn't this aggroing? What the hell? Come on now, what's up? Why is that one not aggroing? That's so weird. Hello? Game, are you okay? SBI? Bug report? Okay, now he woke up. He was waiting for me to dismount. He's like an honorable warrior type, I guess, right? But you can see here that we just melt him. And I'm not even using the Avalonian hood or whatever it's called. The purity, cowl of purity. That's the damn word. All right. But you can see here, just like one pull was half the camp. So again, I just go do one more pull around the chest. And we have a glowing enemy here. A couple of them, actually. Let's go ahead and yoink these together. There we go. I hate that they have wizards too with them, but whatever. We want to make sure that the glowing mobs are together. And yes, they do hurt pretty damn bad. Especially that ability, right? Remember, they made the mobs harder in this patch, so you have to be careful, right? You have to absolutely be careful. But I should still be able to do this, and if not, well, I guess I'll just eat a repair bill for the video. It's fine. But again, I don't have the right helmet because I went for faction outpost soloing. And you can use Cowl of Purity, or you can use Cultist Cowl like I am. It doesn't really matter that much. But again, just putting puddles under enemies and walking in circles is more than enough. Except for that attack. I don't want to stand in that ever. But yeah, the fame sucks. Unfortunately, they did nerf the fame. But, well, 13k, it's not the worst. But hey, a purple group chest. Alright, here we go. Let's get some big money. 118k, you know, that's alright. That's 1/3 of a repair bill if we got downed. And we can run around the entire map and get all of these done in like under 30 minutes if we cared about it. And of course, if you just want to relive the glory days, you can go to the static. This is a tier 5 open world static. Yellow zone, by the way. And, you know, just to relive the old good times, right? And I'm curious because since they adjusted the fame rates on the open world mobs, did they return the fame rates to the static mobs? I don't think they did, but let's see. Or yeah, 4k. Like, we can kill a regular mob for more fame than 8k fame? What the hell? What the hell is that? That's stupid. Dude, that thing used to give 25,000 fame, and now it gives 8k fame. That's so dumb. Man, but it's not a reason to sell your Shadowcaller set, okay? It's not a good enough reason. Look, here's a regular open world mob, okay? They're so easy to kill. And look, that one gave 10k. Why is that giving more fame than a static mob? It's so dumb. Alright, so that is 30 minutes about, and so let's see how much we earned. 19,208 faction points. That's 2 chests, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go put my mount away on my island real quick so I can get my actual estimated market value, and then we will go sell. So here we go, opening the 2 chests, and that got us some fame tomes, of course, and some other stuff. 404,000 silver in 30 minutes, not the best, but we did earn a bunch of fame doing it, and the fame tomes, let's see how much we earned here. That's 200k, that's 300k, so we got 500k from those two. That's another 100k, so that's 600k. And then 24, 60, 81, 20, 40. So that's what, 640k, and then that's 50k. 690,000 from just fame tomes. As far as how much fame we farmed while doing this, I don't know. I wasn't keeping track. But I know I was over 80 million silver. At least 80, 81 million silver. So I'm going to assume 1 million combat fame credits, which is 2 million fame. So all in all, we made like 4.5, 5 million fame an hour, maybe. Probably not. I would maybe say 4 million fame an hour, but it's still something that we can use this set for. And interesting enough, while I was filming this, I discovered something super crazy that's so good that I can't share it with you. I have to share it with members only, but it's going to take me some time to devise and figure out for members. Because, it's... I'm not even going to tell you what it... Okay, I'll give you a hint. It's about fame farming. And, yeah, I just discovered something dirty. I'm talking, like, I think we can, hold on. Let me get some numbers. Alright, it's something... I don't know for sure, because I still need to research this, so my numbers are not absolute, but it might be somewhere around 700,000 fame a minute. I'm not joking. I figured something stupid out that I don't think SBI intended. So I'm going to do some research on it, and it might be a members-only video, or it might get emergency patched later today. I don't know. But, yeah, that's the video, guys. I just wanted to share with you. Don't sell your Shadowcaller set. Keep it. And if you're a channel member, expect something big soon. Oh, boy. But with that said... what's a channel membership? Right below this video, there's a join button. Go ahead and click that. It's $5 a month. It gets you access to private, more personal videos that are too good to share with the public. And, yeah, so hopefully I have something to share with them. I'm going to do more research on this, and if it gets day one patched, then it'll never come to light, and I could talk about it publicly later. But essentially, yeah, it's nuts. It's crazy. I just have to figure out the best way to do it now. But anyway, that's the video. Thank you so much. I'm actually very excited. With that said, leave a comment, leave a like, and click the video on the right side of your screen. If you don't, then your dog or cat or any kind of pet you have is going to be extra, like, doubly annoying in the next 2 days. 2 days from now, they're going to be barking and meowing and squawking or whatever your pet does that you don't like them doing. Okay, bonus footage. So it turns out that that thing with the 700,000 fame a minute, it doesn't work. I thought I was outsmarting the game for a second, but no, it does lock you out of doing it. I'm not going to tell you what it is, because I think I'm going to talk to channel members about it, because it still might be the best way to fame farm, which I don't want to go public this time, because look what happens whenever I made static fame farming public. It got nerfed by 69%. So yeah, I'm going to do more research on the subject, though. I'm just letting you know that, channel members, sorry, this one's going to take longer to cook up, but the game does limit you on what I'm trying to do with it, so yeah, just whatever. Anyway, that's the video. Mwah.